So, Happy New Year to everybody. It's 3rd of January 2025 and it's a beautiful but very cold Essex morning here, and I couldn't resist getting out with the camera and just having a little walk around. I'll also use this video to recap a little bit on my 2024. You may remember that 2023 was a pretty rough year, with my dear wife dying at the end of it. Pretty obviously that affected the start. We had the funeral in early January. I did try to get back and did try to do some running, and I was quite pleased that I did manage to run 79 miles in that January. Now, I did trip over a couple of times in January when I was out running, and just felt a slight twinge in my right knee as a result. Nothing serious. And I started off February with a pretty decent 8-mile run on February the 1st around part of Mersey Island. Sometime fairly soon after that, I was in town with my daughter, and I got out of her car and walked round to get a ticket, and I walked into the high tow bar of a large SUV. That managed to damage that same knee that I kept falling over on, and I then really wasn't able to run very much at all. I tried a couple of jogs, but they were too painful. So from then onwards, in the early part of the year, most of my activity was restricted to walking, with the occasional little attempted jog to see if the knee had improved any. Right, so in February I managed to run only 39 miles, but that was pretty good considering what came later. You can imagine I was feeling pretty fed up actually. Couldn't run, I could walk, provided I didn't walk too far. I could still cycle. So things did begin to improve a bit then. Now, things improved in May. I got up to 56 miles, and halfway through the year in June I was actually up to 64 miles. Yeah, I still had trouble with the knee, and every time I tried to increase the distance a bit it started hurting, so I had to be pretty careful. So July got up to 51, August 62. So at this point we've just come down to join with the Essex Way for a short distance. September had dropped down to 50. October 46. November we got down to 44, and then in December 33 miles. So my usual target for the year is 1,000 miles of running, but in 2024 I only managed 560 miles of running. The walking miles went up a little bit, so up to about 420 miles. I didn't bother with the bikes. I didn't go on very many bike rides, but obviously there'd be a few hundred miles there with the odd bike rides. Disappointing year in terms of running. mainly caused by the knee. Yeah, well, at least I was out there and I got some miles in. So 2025, I always hope to make that important target of being alive at the end of the year. Let's keep that as the sole target for 2025. A glorious, glorious morning. Don't seem to get many of these at the moment. Still icy underfoot a bit. Quite a rare sight these days. See that much frost. Off the old house. That was a pleasant little stroll. A bit windier than I thought it was going to be. Well, if you've got this far, thanks for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed coming along and me moaning all the time about the low mileage with my knee. Wasn't too distracting. Anyway, until I see you again, look after yourselves, take care, all the best, and bye for now.